What's up, everyone? Today we're going to do a quick video just going over my PSP collection. Let's get into it. Okay, like I stated in the intro, this is going to be a rather short video. I do not normally include loose games, but I am going to make an exception, and I'll explain why later. A lot of the games that I had are gone or lost or misplaced or whatever you would like to call it over time. I used to have a collection of about 20 to 30 PSP games. So none of these I actually originally are my original copies. A lot of these I picked up over time, like within the last year or so, just trying to recoup or regain my collection that I previously had. So I'm going to start off with these four loose games that I have. And the first one is Killzone Liberation. Now, this one I bought, I think I spent like $10 on it. This one was actually maybe like 2 years ago, but I unfortunately did not realize at the time how bad it was, and by bad I mean like it's fallen apart. I know there's ways you can fix these or get replacement cases or whatever. I don't think those always work. I've never dealt with that, but I'm just going to count this as a loss. The next one is SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs Fireteam Bravo. Now, this is the greatest hits. Then the next one is Rainbow Six Vegas. Now, this is the main reason why I'm including the loose games that I have, and that is because this is a game I used to play a crap ton of. I actually had 2 copies of it, and honestly, I don't know why I had 2 copies of it, because they both worked. But, so Madden 06, this is like my favorite Madden game. As you've seen, if you haven't already, in my GameCube collection video, I did pick it up for the GameCube. So it was very fun playing it on the GameCube, but I played this a lot on the PSP. I used to play this all the time. I couldn't tell you actually how many like seasons I've done, because I used to just consistently play this and a few other games in here. Okay, next up, none of these are in any particular order. These ones are all game case and manual, I do believe. At least game and case. I guess I'll open them up and double check and let you guys know, because I know some people are curious and all that. So the first one here, it is Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. I've heard a lot of good things about this game, and a lot of people say that it's really good. Some people have honestly said that this is their favorite Metal Gear game. So I decided to pick it up. Haven't got to play it yet, but I've heard it's very good. Now, I have played this one, okay, already. This one does not have the manual, but not that big of a deal. This is NCAA Football 09. I have played a little bit of this. In my personal opinion, the throwing in this game is just terrible. Either that or I'm just bad at it. I can only play defense and run the ball. If I try to pass it, it's always an interception. Now, I played 09 on the PS3, and I'm not that bad at it. I'm decent at it. So I think it might just be a problem with the PSP port or PSP version. Not quite sure. Like I said, I could just be terrible at the game. Next up, this one does have the manual, and this is a pretty thick manual. Is going to be Ratchet and Clank Size Matters. I've heard good things about this, so I decided to pick it up. I was really trying to find that dual pack or whatever with Ratchet and Clank Size Matters in the Daxter game. Couldn't find it anywhere for a reasonable price. Ended up finding these at a store for a very reasonable price individually, though. Next up, I do have a good copy that is complete for Killzone Liberations. Now, I've heard so many good things about this one. I'm a decent Killzone fan. I've played through all the Killzone mainline games. I still need to get... there was another Killzone game, I believe, on the PSP... Or no, I'm thinking of the Resistance game on the PS Vita or PSP, one of those two. Both of them. I think I need the one for the PSP and the PS Vita still, for the Resistance games. But I've played every Killzone game except for this one. But this one looks really fun. This one kind of looks like that Call of Duty mobile game that came out like, I don't know, forever ago now, where it was you command your troops. You don't really do any of the shooting. It's like it's not in first person mode. It looks pretty fun, so I decided to kind of pick it up. I kind of like those games where you kind of direct your forces around the map and tell them how to go about their business. The next game on here is also complete. This is the greatest hits version, and then that is going to be Daxter. Now I'm holding them a little off or a little weird because a few people pointed out that when I had them all the way up here, there's a bunch of glare because of the screen. So I'm kind of trying to find a new way to get it to angle out correctly. Next up, Medal of Honor Heroes. This one does have everything as well. This game, I actually don't mind playing FPSs on the PSP. I know a lot of people didn't like it because it didn't have dual analog sticks. To me, it didn't really bother me that much. I know the first one, or the game that I always think about is Star Wars Battlefront, because that game, you just used L and R to turn, and it worked fine for me. It didn't really bug me much. Next up is also complete, is Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2. So this looks interesting. Haven't played a lot of these ones. A lot of these, I mean, I played so far out of the ones that I've shown you, just the NCAA. The ones that I played are going to be more on the back end. Next up, I like these tactic games a lot, and I like Lord of the Rings, so I picked up the Lord of the Ring Tactics. Looks very fun. I mean, like I said, I don't mind actually those games where you kind of got to micromanage everything. You got to tell your soldiers to attack, move around, do all that stuff. I kind of find some of those games pretty fun. Next up, very excited to get this one, X-Men Legends 2, Rise of Apocalypse. Now these games are kind of like the prequels, I guess you could say, to the Marvel the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games. That's what I was looking for. So like these came out before the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games, if I remember correctly, and so that's where the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games kind of got their start. Were being these X-Men Legends games. Now next up, I used to play this one all the time. This one is complete as well. I thought it was very cool when I was younger. Scarface, Money, Power, and Respect. I know there's like a PS2 or in like a Xbox, an original Xbox version that plays completely different than this one, if I'm not mistaken. But this one is so cool. You get to kind of take over the town. They says take over the world on the back end, but like you get to take over the like the whole city, and you can move your forces around. You deal like with cocaine, heroin, and other drugs, and you basically move your guys around. You're trying to there's a little different many objectives that you can do, but the main objective is to take out all your enemies and be the only one left, or get the most money, or whatever the case may be. This game, like when you're looking at it, they're like when your territories are split up between the different gangs. It kind of looks like what Saints Row looked like in those games, where it kind of has the territory split up by gangs, where you got like the red, blue, green, yellow, whatever. That's kind of how it looks like when you're in the overview. Very fun game. Played this a lot, and it's actually pretty cool because when you're going through and doing missions, it actually shows you cutscenes from the movie, which I thought was really interesting. Some of them drag out a lot though, so if you don't really care for the movie, you may not enjoy it. I don't know if you can even skip them. I think you can. But next up, used to play this game a lot too. Back when I originally had it, it was just the UMD. So glad to pick this up complete, and that is going to be Family Guy video game. Very fun. I remember playing as Stewie, Peter Griffin, and so fun in this game. I mean, There might be a different one, but I don't remember. I just know when I picked it up, it was from a GameStop. It might have been an EB Games, but I'm pretty sure it was a GameStop. And I thought it was the movie, so I picked it up because it was in like the movie section there at GameStop, because it kind of had the movies and the games in like two different sections. And so I was like, I'll watch the Family Guy movie, and I put it in, and it was a video game. I was like, oh, this is dope. So then I remember playing it all the time. Very fun. Oh, let's see. Next up, I have God of War Chains of Olympus. This one is, let's see, is complete. I think the God of War games are fantastic on the PSP. I do have that collection on the PlayStation Vita that has the 1 and 2. Then I have also, obviously, God of War Ghost of Sparta. This one is very fun as well. I just think that I like the God of War games a lot. I've played them all except for Ascension, which I do have Ascension. I take that back. I never played Ascension or the mobile game. I don't know how you can play the mobile game now, but I'm pretty sure you can't. But there's the mobile game, and then the Ascension that I have. I've heard good things about Ascension, but haven't really got into it yet. But I played 1, 2, 3. Obviously the reboot. These, think they're all pretty fun. Now next up, used to play this a lot. It's complete. It's currently in my PSP right now. Used to play this all the time. I wish that they would make a sequel to it. Marvel Nemesis: Rise of the Imperfects. Very fun. This was one of those weird games where, depending on where you were playing it, there were exclusive characters that would either make an appearance or that you could actually play as. And this game was just super fun. I remember playing it all the time when I was a kid, playing as all the different heroes. There were some that, obviously, like the Imperfects, weren't ever actually characters that I've ever heard of or played with beforehand, but in order to unlock all the characters, you kind of got to play as everybody. But I loved running around as Wolverine, and then the Thing. Spider-Man was fun, Iron Man, Captain America. There's a lot of different cool characters in here. Venom as well. But very fun. It's like a mosh pit. Like, you just throw two characters, beat each other up. You get like overpowered, then you can kind of like push people off the side. I remember one of my favorite maps was you could actually play like on top of the Daily Bugle, which was very cool. Just a very fun game. If you like fighting games that aren't really too serious, this one's really fun. Last up, I remember playing this one as well a lot. There's a few that I used to play a lot as well that I don't have, that I'm trying to find. Maybe I'll do some videos on games that I don't have in the collection that I really want but don't have them for multiple reasons, either like the price isn't right or just hard to find or whatever the case may be. But this one, I never played the other one, but Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, when I say the other one, there was like Star Wars Battlefront, Rogue Squadron, or no, Rogue Leader, or Rogue something maybe. There was another one or two Star Wars Battlefront games on the PSP. I don't know what they were called. Maybe it was like Rebel Strike or Rogue Rebel, something like that. I don't remember. But I remember playing this one a lot. I always wanted the other one, but I think for some reason I thought it was more focused on flying, and at the time I wasn't really interested. I liked playing this a lot because, I mean, the campaign's cool, but then also you can go through the instant action and just do whatever you want. And then it had the mode, I think it was, I can't remember what the mode was called. Galactic Assault, I believe is what it was called, where you fly your little ship around, and it's kind of like a game of Risk, where you got to fly your ship. You can fly it into another ship, do some space battles, and then you can fly it over a home planet, like go to Hoth or something. Then you can do a space battle over Hoth, but then you could also do an actual assault on Hoth, and it was pretty cool. But sometimes in that game mode, you would get stuck fighting some of the same maps because they were kind of in the middle, which kind of sucked. And I think it was actually called Galactic Conquest, not Galactic Assault. I think it was Galactic Conquest. But this game is very fun. Like I said, you controlled it since you didn't have the second analog stick with like the left trigger would actually move your character left and the right trigger would move your character right. And you use the face buttons like square, triangle, X, circle to look up, left, right, and around. So at least that's what I think off of the top of my head. I haven't played it in a little bit, but super fun. I just recently played Battlefront 1 on the PS2 the other day. I think it still holds up. I think it's very fun. Well, that's it, guys. That is my small but growing PlayStation Portable collection. If there are any games in here that you have fond memories of, let me know down in the comments. I'm more than happy to hear everything that you guys have to say about these games. If there's any games you guys liked a lot that I didn't have, let me know down in the comments as well. Give me a thumbs up. Have a great day. Bye.